So, let's do some sharing. So whoever is the spokesperson for each group, we'll start with group 1, the Sahara. Tell us about your plans. Stand up, please.
What's on the second slide?
Yep, hold on 1 second, yes.
Is there somewhere to do internet because DHL needs Caleb's copy PDF?
Yes, Gerhard
In my
just went.
In my bedroom, on top, out of my window. Let me just go set her up.
Okay, the reason we're trying to do this because would you like to? You do group
I
one
wanted
first?
to do this, but DHL needs that passport right now, and I'm going to have them working while I'm working with you.
Got it. So what we're trying to do, everyone, is get Heather set up because she'd like to come up for a few minutes to talk about some business and some concepts that she's got going, which would be really helpful for CICU. So we're going to keep going. Great. Thank you, Heather. Okay. So we lost a spokesperson for the Sahara. So let's switch over.
They have a contingency for that?
Yes. Is there a mitigation plan for the losing the spokesperson? You guys want to go? Okay, we'll start with another group. So group 2, Amazon.
Hi, yeah. We're gonna share this.
Can you stand up?
Okay, we're actually going to share this. So we've divided up the tasks, and with the tasks broadly fall into the following categories. Travel, obviously, getting there first, and with travel, we've got transport, maps, and equipment. So, equipment's next. Ash is going to handle travel, so talk on that. Equipment is going to be Rich, and we went through these subheadings and just quickly came up with aspects that we felt needed looking at. That's why we'd rather feel that it's easier to delegate out each aspect rather than have one spokesperson. Tools and technical is going to be Chris. We felt that there were aspects of technologies that we would like to take and certain tools that would be helpful for safety. So then we've got Johannes who's going to be doing first aid, health, safety, and also looking at the risks because we felt that was very much tied in with health and first. We've got our language spokesperson, Geraldine, going to be supported by Johannes with communications because we felt that obviously it's important to speak the local language, which for the Amazon is predominantly Portuguese, so there are a lot of local dialects. And we thought that it was obviously important to have communication. So we'll start off with travel and Ash. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Right, I've written this down. First and foremost, we need to get visas, book airline tickets, insurance is quite important, I think. If there's a problem in the middle of the jungle, then we'll have enough money between us to hire a helicopter, so insurance will cover that. Johannes wanted to give everyone a vaccine, but we disagreed.
James overruled.
You
made me too.
So instead we decided to do some MMS solution.
Nice.
Chris, being the guy he is, wanted to give it to us right now because he's got a few bottles in his suitcase. We thought I will wait on it, we'll take it when we need it. Liaise with the travel agency so they can organise. So once we arrive, we're going to need some people to take us out off the Amazon River, wherever we're going in these long boats to get to this remote place we're going to. So we're going to have to rely on local knowledge. So we're going to have to liaise with those kind of people to do that. This is very important. We need to speak to someone about an emergency helicopter. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, no ambulance is going to come pick you up. So we need a facility with a helicopter company. We give them the coordinates, and they pick us up. And we pay them afterwards, otherwise they might not turn up. Right, sat phones. That's a critical thing. We need satellite phones, so we need at least 2 of them. If our manager here dropped one in the Amazon River, we'd still have one more. It's perfectly waterproof. That would be good with it, yeah? Okay. What else? Solar panel to charge it up. And of course, we'll have our TomTom satellite navigation. Heading through the jungle, we need to charge that up as well. But if all else fails, we'll always have a paper copy of the map with waypoints and compass I think covers the transport side.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank
I can
you.
call upon Rich then to go
Okay.
through the equipment list.
Okay, now this, being from the Italian Alps, so we've got a basic list here, and it's, yes, you want to have the TomTom and the GPS, but of course, like you said, a regular compass, topographic maps, and it's also good to really do as much research before you ever go there, and not to totally rely on the indigenous people there. It's good to have the connections and everything. We have people come to the Alps and they want to go, we want to go to 3,000 meters, we want to go up there. Okay, well, first, before you even go, I mean, the equipment is important and everything, but you need to be in condition to do it. To go where you're going to go, know how far you're going to be going, and what the terrain looks like, and the possibilities of what you're going to eat or what you can bring with you. Of course, in this area, I've never been to the Amazon. I mean, I've only seen things on TV. But you're going to probably need some really good Gore-Tex shoes, water-resistant equipment. Nice days, you're going to want and the other thing is key with the equipment is you're going to need, it's better to spend the money to get very light equipment. So, because if you're going a long distance, you don't want to be carrying this, Kmart heavy backpack, okay? And then you will want some rain equipment that's also very lightweight when it's really downpouring. And again, the topographic maps, and you would already want to know ahead of time, of course, where all the villages and towns are going to be. And like you said about the emergency thing, that's great. You need to have access to some kind of communication system to call for a helicopter. We see them always in the mountains going to get people that have fallen. And so you need that for sure. And then the medical stuff I'm not going to talk about because Johannes is going to be talking about that. But, you have to estimate how much you're going to bring. And a lot of people for sure bring too much stuff. But you want to be, one thing you want is to be dry and warm. Okay?
Thank you, Rich.
That's it, basically. And have a good starter kit for making a fire also.
And then a little bit overlapping, Chris is now just going to cover any additional tools and tech that we felt that this expedition actually ought to consider taking. Chris.
I just scribbled a load of stuff down here, so I'll just go through it. I thought about GPS, if we can use that, that would be great. We need can openers. I know I've had that with a tin and I've had to smash it to pieces. You get inside and I tell you, they're very nice because it gets smashed all over you as well. Machetes, a survival kit, they're always brilliant. You always get a whole set of different things you can use in a survival situation. Various cutting knives for different things, spoons, pans, pots, ropes and harnesses. These are always great if you want to climb up the trees and get up to the canopy or go down like a big cliff or down the side of a mountain to go into some cave. That's got some really mysterious things in there. Lighters, torches, purification equipment. We can use MMS. We can also use ultraviolet, these slurry pens. You can use them for water. Recording equipment, so we can record all our amazing things, cameras. Sample containers, so we can take samples of all the amazing, fantastic plants and things we find, so we can do wonderful things with them when we get to wherever we're going. Types of food, condensed food, different types of food. Obviously, you can store them longer and things like that. I've got solar panels down here also, and I've also got QEG. We've got
The lightweight version.
Well, I can just see these two people walking through the jungle with this, with the Ark of the Covenant.
Parting the waterways, right?
Maybe you won't have to cut the trees now. So we've got laptops and the programs we would need to do that. And one of the things that would be really important is have an amazing book on the Amazon. And all the plants there, all the trees, everything that's amazing in the Amazon, that's been written down by all these amazing native people, And then we can go there and collect all these things and bring them back to our own reality and do magic with them. That's my thinking.
Especially you have to know a lot about snakes.
Well, snakes, yeah.
Okay, that leads us perfectly into health and the risks and first aid. Johannes is going to cover that, and we're not going to be vaccinated.
I think many things have already occurred, so I will focus on the details which come in addition, I think. I was thinking about the medication of everybody who has some needs on regularly, to be thought of, to be supplied on. And furthermore, the basic medications on everybody as rescue, whatever, to have basic rescue kits on medicines also. MMS is clear, I think. Water purification, water treatment we had also. Then I was thinking about what about a rescue plan to the next civilization area or point, which with it as risk management and communication need. Things like we need satellite phone, we have to power it, things like that. However, just to be aware of, we need a rescue number, we need people to address to, and so on. Just communicates with the other area with communication. Then we furthermore should be aware before already about, let's say, skills in energy healing of any kind, which are our skills in total. Where are we also in way of spiritual development, spiritual status? Just to have an idea how to manage also, let's say, stress situations, how to deal one to the other in stress situations, because it's part of it finally. Also directly connected to health aspects. I get ill if I have stress. I get ill if there are some items are coming up and we have to solve, first of all, on this level to get aware of the problems behind, not of the symptoms like health aspects. Okay. Then, well, if I dealt it with the vaccination, I dealt it that way. There are legal requirements sometimes. That was what I wanted to say in the very beginning when it came up. So, how to deal with vaccination in whole, and the recommendations and requirements, and with anti-toxification also, let's say, bites of snakes and things like this. So, well, the risks, I was thinking about the backup of skills in the group in case of an accident or in case of serious illness. It's very important. If only one in the group is skilled on a certain item, who have no backup, and somebody is falling ill for weeks, then we definitely need a backup if we are off our civilization. So this is a very important point as a backup. Then things like repair kits, which tools we need in case of accident, and so on and so on. That kind of risk management finally to me. I was once more also thinking about the weight of all these kits we are planning to have, because if we are off all technical supports, we simply are thrown back on, let's say, 10 to 12 kilos. What is in this rescue kits then? That was all for me.
Thank you, Hannes. And last but not least, Geraldine and... He's looking the other way. Geraldine is our communications expert and linguist.
Oh, marvelous. Universe is having fun today.
Oh, yes.
My I am or soul is like, oh, now she's going to get it. All right. I lived in Brazil. I went on the Amazon with the Fortaleza, Bahia, Salvador. And all this stuff that you all have mentioned can be put in the garbage. Every bit of it.
What else before?
Garbage. The most deadliest thing down there is a frog. It's a frog. If you touch this frog, you are dead. Unless the guy with the saucer mouth shows up. You see me? You get a small dinner plate. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're dead, man. And the thing that I found out is walking through the Amazon, of course, I was in my cups. Thank God I was about drunk. But I killed a tarantula. The whole tour stopped like, are you crazy? Lily pads are so big, human beings can sit on them. And the only communication you need for any danger, for anything whatsoever in communication, is a heart. That's all. That's all you need. I was down the river with I have pictures of it with me and my daughter. Call it January or something type of river, where the colors separate because of the speed and the heat of the currency of the river, so they never mix, right? Full of tarantulas and piranhas. Piranhas. Oh my God, it's a fascinating place.